tracing the ghost of your name on the glass, watching the headlights and the world as they pass. The tea is gone cold and the shadows are long. I'm trying to hum, but I've forgotten the song. The sweater you left is a weight on my skin, a soft woolly prison for the state that I'm in. I've checked every corner, I've looked under the bed for a piece of the forever that you already said. But the air is just empty and the silence is deep, and I've got a mountain of promises I can't keep. And I'm crying for you like a river that's lost, counting the heartbeats and the heavy high cost of loving a shadow, of holding a flame that burned down the house and forgot my own name. It's a saltwater cycle, a midnight review of a girl in the dark, still bleeding for you. I'm crying for you until the morning turns blue. My friends say I'm brave, they say I'm so strong, but they don't see the nights that are 1,000 years long. I'm replaying the movies, I'm replaying the fights, searching for the wrong in all of our rights. I'm a library of moments that I can't even read, because you were the only translation I need. Stop the clock, turn the sun into stone. I don't wanna be better, and I don't wanna be alone. I'm a shipwrecked sailor, staring at the shore, begging for the us that I had before. But the tide is all hell, and you're even further. Yeah, I'm crying for you like a river that's lost, counting the heartbeats and the heavy high cost of loving a shadow, of holding a flame that burned down the house and forgot my own name. It's a saltwater cycle, a midnight review of a girl in the dark, still bleeding for you. One more tear for the way we were. one more breath. In the blood, crying for you. I'm sitting in the kitchen where the morning is gray, watching the steam from my coffee just drift away. I keep reaching for your hand across the wooden grain, but I only find the shadow and the rhythm of the rain. The house is too quiet, the hallways are too wide, and there's nowhere left for a broken heart to hide. I've memorized the silence, I've counted every floor. I'm waiting for the ghost of your knock on the door. They say the time is a healer, that the ache's gonna bend, but I'm stuck in a chapter that refused to end. And I miss your love like the earth misses the sun, counting the damage of everything we've done. It's a hollow point hunger, a cold kind of fire, to be a bird on a wire with no song to inspire. I'm a map with no north, I'm a sky with no blue, just a girl in the dark, still reaching for you. Yeah, I miss your love, and it's tearing me through. I found your old t-shirt in the bottom of the bin, and for a second I could feel your breath on my skin. I put it on just to feel like I'm held for a while, but it's just a threadbare memory of your crooked smile. I'm a library of moments that I can't even read, because you were the only translation I need. Was it too much? Was it not enough? Did we just run out of the beautiful stuff? I'd trade all my tomorrows for one yesterday, to hear you say, baby, in that old-fashioned way. But the bed is half empty, and the air is half cold, 'cause I miss your love like the earth misses the sun, counting the damage of everything we've done. It's a hollow point hunger, a cold kind of fire, to be a bird on a wire with no song to inspire. looking for a light that walked away. I miss your love. Tracing the bruises that nobody can see, the ones that you left when you walked out on me. It's a quiet ache, a slow burning fuse, the kind of a dent that I'll never refuse. I open the windows to let out the ghost, but the things that we lose are the things we need most. They put it in poems, they put it in gold, like a beautiful secret that's meant to be told. But they didn't mention the weight of the lead, or the way that it feels when the fire is dead. And God-loving hurts, it's a jagged edge blade, cutting through every single promise we made. It's a fever that lingers, a cold in my bones, a kingdom of two turned to towers of stones. I'm a pilot in the dark with a broken wing, realizing that always doesn't mean a thing. Your loving hurts, and it's the only song I can sing. I pass by the park where the lilies are dying. Even the wind sounds like it's been crying. I'm rereading letters until the ink blurs, trying to find the his in the hers. It's a physical weight, it's the pressure in my chest, a heart that's too broken to ever find rest. Why did you start it? a name I still know. If loving hurts, I'm fading, let go. Loving hurts. The headlights are cutting a path through the rain, and I'm standing here trying to swallow the pain. Your keys are in hand and your coat's by the door, but I'm not ready for us to be before. The air in the hallway is heavy and still. If I don't stop the clock, I know that you will. My pride is a shadow that's starting to fade in the light of the choices that we already made. I'm dropping my guard, I'm dropping the fight. I just can't imagine a world without your light. So stay with me just for one more breath before we surrender to this quiet death. Don't let the engine start, don't let the tires roll. There's a vacancy starting in the back of my soul. I'm a house with no roof, I'm a sky with no blue, I'm 1,000 pleases all directed at you. Yes, stay with me, because I'm nothing without you. I know what I said when the anger was high, but I didn't mean leave, I didn't mean goodbye. I was just scared of how much I could lose. Now I'm staring at the exit and the path is open, the rain's getting cold. A story of us that I'm still trying to hold. I'm tired of the talking, the noise and the grit, of trying to find words that I know will never fit. I've painted a smile for the world to believe, while I'm hiding a winter inside of my sleeve. The mirror's lying, it says I'm okay, but I'm crumbling a little more every day. My voice is a whisper, a flicker, a spark, but there's a symphony screaming in the center of the dark. I'm a radio station with no one to hear, just static and longing and a mountain of fear. Won't you listen to my soul? It's calling your name in a frequency of sorrow and a language of shame. It's the beat of a drum that's forgotten the song. It's the feeling of knowing that I don't belong. Beyond the unfind and the don't worry dear is a girl who is drowning in the soul of the tear. Yeah, listen to my soul while it's still standing here. I'm replaying the moments we sat in the grass before we let all of the beauty just pass. I'm a library of secrets that I can't even read, because you were the only translation I need. Now I'm an empty cathedral, a hollowed out bell, waiting for a ringer to break through the spell. Can you hear the vibration? Can you feel the ground shake? It's the sound of a heart that is starting to break. It's a riot of pleases, it's a flood of I know. I'm begging for a reason not to let it all go. Don't look at my face, just feel the echo. Yeah, listen to my soul. It's calling your name in a frequency of sorrow and a language of are the things I can't speak. Whisper, listen. I've been keeping my face like a mask made of stone, building a fortress to live in alone. I can tell all the strangers that I'm doing fine, that I've scrubbed every memory and redrawn a line. But as soon as the moonlight hits the edge of the bed, the truth starts to leak from the things we once said. I can lie to the mirror, I can lie to light, I can tell my own shadow that I'm winning the fight. But there's a part of my heart that I can't quite control, and it's writing your name on the walls of my soul, because my tears know you, even when I don't. They remember the will when you said that you won't. There are somewhat a map of a country we lost, counting the heartbeats and the heavy high cost. I can say I've moved on, I can save you way through, but my tears know you, and they're still crying for you. They're still crying for you. They fall in the river, making our favorite song, reminding me exactly where I and they're still crying for you. Tracing the track on a cold, hollow face, finding the ghost of a warm lost embrace. My tears know you. I'll trust it. I've rearranged the furniture and painted every wall, trying to erase the way your shadow used to fall. I filled up all my Saturdays with noise and busy hands, building up a fortress out of shifting desert sands. But when the city hushes and the traffic fades away, I find that I'm still living in a ghost of yesterday. I can change my name, I can change my hair, I can tell the world that I just don't care. But there's a quiet rhythm that I can't outrun, a gravity that pulls me back to the only sun. Because you're always in my heart, like a permanent scar, a beautiful light from a dead, distant star. I'm a map of the places where we used to be, and you're the only horizon that I ever see. I could travel 1,000 lifetimes apart, but I'd wake up right back at the very start, with you always in my heart. I saw a stranger smile today, and for a second I forgot that us is just a story that the universe forgot. I reached out for my phone to tell you something small and sweet. Then I felt the cold concrete beneath my heavy feet. It's a long distance love with a person who's gone, a midnight that's waiting for a permanent dawn. Is it a blessing? Is it a curse to have a memory that only gets worse? I'm a library of moments that I'll never return, a candle that's waited for a reason to burn. You're the beat in the middle of the break. Yeah, you're always in my heart, like a permanent scar, a beautiful light from a dead, distant star. I'm a map of the places where we used to be, and you're the only horizon that I ever see. I could travel 1,000 lifetimes apart, but I'd wake up right back at the very start, with you always in my heart. distance. No matter the time, you're the only forever I ever called mine. Always in my heart. Sweeping up the glitter from the party in the hall, watching every promise hit the floor and start to crawl. You said you were a mountain, you said you were a rock, but you were just a shadow ticking on a broken clock. I bought the whole illusion, I wore the velvet blind. Now I'm left with all the wreckage that you left behind. It wasn't a mistake, no, it was a design, a way to keep me thirsty while you drank all the wine. I'm a map of the places where you said we would go, but the ink is disappearing in the morning glow. And I'm choking on the lies of love, the bitter honey taste of 1,000 forevers that were nothing but a waste. You painted a horizon where the sun would never set, then you left me in a midnight that I haven't finished yet. It's a beautiful poison, a sweet talking ghost. The thing that I trust in is the thing that hurts the most. Yeah, when there's a blow, they're a heavy, heavy host. I found a box of letters under the corner of the bed, full of all the always and the onlys that you said. I should burn them in the garden, I should throw them in the sea, but they're the only witnesses to the girl I used to be. How do you sleep at night with a tongue made of lead, with a heart that's just a desert where the mercy is dead? Was I just a chapter? Was I just a game? A way to pass the hours until you forgot my name. I was building a temple while you was building a life, while you were sharpening the edge of a jagged silver knife. You didn't just slide, you made me alive. 'Cause I'm choking on the lies of love, the bitter honey taste of 1,000 forevers that were nothing but a waste. You painted a horizon where the sun would never set, then you left me in a midnight memorizing the way the light hits your face before you become a ghost in this empty space. Suitcase is standing like a soldier at the door, and I'm tracing the shadows on the hardwood floor. I'm trying to breathe, but the air is getting thin. Knowing the silence is about to begin. They say the world keeps spinning, that the sun still rises high, but I'm watching the colors drain out of the sky. A bridge that's swaying in a cold, heavy wind, waiting for the moment that our story is thin. And on the day you go, the clocks are gonna stop, the mountains will crumble and the curtain's gonna drop. I'll be a map with no north, a song with no key, just a girl in the doorway, losing the we. The always is a shadow, the forever is a lie, and I'm just a witness to a long, slow goodbye. Yeah, on the day you go, I'm gonna learn how to die, just a little bit inside. You're checking your watch, I'm checking my heart, trying to find the seam where we started to part. I wanna say stay, I wanna scream no, but I'm a frozen river with nowhere to flow. I'll keep the coffee warm, I'll leave the porch light on, like a fool who doesn't know that the miracle is gone. Don't look back, don't you dare see me cry. Don't give me the mercy of a beautiful lie. Just walk through the threshold, just finish the task before I lose the strength to wear this hollow mask. Before the world turns into ash. 'Cause on the day you go, the clocks are gonna stop, the mountains will crumble and the curtain's gonna drop. I'll be a map with no north, a song with no key, just a girl in the doorway, losing the engine is starting, the gravel is loud, a speck in the distance, a ghost in a cloud. A day you go, the day you go. I've spent a lifetime walking through the gray, tucking my heart like a secret away. I was a house with the windows all boarded, counting the scars that the silence afforded. But the air in the room is different tonight. Since you walked through the door and you turned on the light, I don't have to reach for a ghost in the bed or replay the maybes inside of my head. The shivering stops and the gravity's found. I'm finally leaning on solid ground, because I have you now, and the world can just wait. I'm locking the door and I'm closing the gate. No more revolvings. Oh, where did they go? Just the steady, sweet rhythm of a love that I know. I'm a bird with a home. I'm a ship with a peak. Every shadow is gone now that you're standing here. I have you now, and I've run out of fear. I look in the mirror and I see someone new, a version of me that I was waiting for you. We're not a tragedy, we're not a mistake. We're the beautiful piece after every heartbreak. I'm tracing your palm like a map I can keep, while the rest of the lonely world's falling asleep. Let the storms rumble, let the seasons all change. There isn't a distance that we can't rearrange. I've paid all my dues in the songs of my tears to finally find you after all of these years. You're the answer to 1,000 whys. Yeah, I have you now, and the world can just wait. I'm locking the door and I'm closing the gate. No more revolvings. Where did they go? Just the steady, sweet rhythm of a love that I know. I'm a bird with a home. I'm a ship with a peak. Every shadow is gone now that you're standing here. No more searching in the dark of the night. just your hand in mine. In the morning light, I have you now. I'm standing in the kitchen, staring at your chair, talking to the space where you should be sitting there. I check the driveway, I check the hall, but the only thing answering is the shadow on the wall. The coffee's steaming, the morning is cold, and I'm holding on to stories that'll never be told. I've dialed your number a dozen times or more, just to hear your voicemail, then I'm pacing the floor. The GPS says you're 1,000 miles away, but it feels like a million on a Tuesday in May. And I'm screaming at the silence, where are you? In a world that was gold, now it's nothing but blue. Did you take a wrong turn? Did you lose the light? Are you wandering alone in the middle of the night? I'm a lighthouse blinking in a heavy gray fog, looking for a name in a dead travel log. Yeah, where are you? I'm losing my view. I found your old compass in a box by the bed, but it's spinning in circles just like my head. I walk to the park, I walk to the pier, but I can't find a footprint that says you were here. Are you a memory? Are you a ghost? The person I loved is the one I miss most. Are you in a city? Are you in a crowd? Is my voice too quiet? Is the silence too loud? Follow the stars, I'll walk through the fire, just to find the us. That was my only desire. Please just send me a sign, 'cause I'm screaming at the silence. Where are you? In a world that was gold, now it's nothing but blue. Did you take a wrong turn? Did you lose the light? Are you wandering alone in the middle of the night? I'm a lighthouse blinking in a heavy gray fog, looking for a name in a dead travel log. Yeah, where are you? The map is empty, the candle is low. I'm waiting for a here that I'll never know. Where are you? Where are you? I'm checking the corners of my eyes in the mirror, trying to make the reflection seem clearer. But there's a secret tucked under my tongue, a song of always that's never been sung. I see you across the room with a friend, and I'm practicing how to just pretend. It's a fire in a basement, a light in a jar, a beautiful wish on a nameless star, a map with no legend, a book with no spine, hiding the truth in a casual line. And it's a hidden love, a ghost in the hall, painting my heart on a windowless wall. I'm a whisper in a storm, a shadow in the sun, loving you more than I've ever loved anyone. But the words are like stones, they're heavy and cold, and it's a story that's never supposed to be told. Yeah, it's a hidden love, and it's growing old. You asked me what's wrong, and I said I'm just tired, while the bridge to your heart was being quietly fired. I'm memorizing the way that you lean, while I'm staying invisible right in the scene. I'm a masterpiece hanging in a dark locked room, waiting for a light that'll never break the gloom. I wanna shout it, I wanna scream, to wake us both up from this beautiful dream. But the risk is a mountain, the fall is a sea, and I'm scared of what happens to you and to me. So I'll just keep it under the scheme, 'cause it's a hidden love, a ghost in the hall, painting my heart on a windowless wall. I'm a whisper in a storm, a shadow in the sun, loving you more than I've ever loved anyone. But the words are like stones, they're heavy and cold, and it's a story that's never supposed to be told. A smile in the hallway, a look in the eye, a hello that feels like a goodbye. Heading north, hidden love. I'm clearing the boxes from the corner of the room, watching the garden we planted start to bloom. It's strange to see the flowers finally waking up, while I'm drinking bitter tea from your favorite cup. I stopped checking the driveway, I stopped checking the clock. I finally learned how to live without the shock. The anger has faded like a summer tan, leaving find a quieter, softer plan. I'm not holding a grudge, I'm not holding my breath. I'm just finishing the morning of a slow motion death. And I'm wishing you well, wherever you are, under a different sky, following a different star. I hope you found the peace that you couldn't find here. I hope your path is steady and your vision is clear. It's a heavy kind of kindness, a hollow kind of grace, to let go of the us and just leave an empty space. Yeah, I'm wishing you well from a different place. I saw a photo of you, you were laughing again, and for a second I felt the old familiar rain. But then I took a breath and I let it just pass, like a cloud moving over a field of green grass. You're a chapter I've finished, a song I've outgrown, but I'm grateful for the always that we once had known. I don't want you back, I don't want to restart. I just want the healing for every broken part. May your house be warm, may your heart be light, may you never have to wander through a dark, lonely night. May you find the love that I couldn't be. Yeah, I'm wishing you well, wherever you are, under a different sky, following a different star. I hope you found the peace that you couldn't find here. I hope your path is steady and your vision is clear. It's a heavy kind of kindness, a hollow kind of grace, to let go of the us and just leave an empty space. Yeah, I'm wishing you well. Goodbye to the years, goodbye to the wise, just a peaceful horizon underneath the blue skies. Wishing you well. Total silence. The coffee's getting cold on the bedside table. I'm trying to stand, but I'm just not able. The closet is half empty, the hangers are bare. I'm reaching for a ghost that isn't even there. The silence in the hallway is a physical weight, and I'm just a girl standing outside of the gate. I've checked every window, I've locked every door, but I can't keep the loneliness out anymore. The forever we promised is a pile of dust, and I'm drowning in the wreckage of a broken trust. And my love is gone like a bird in the night, taking the warmth and the window and the light. I'm a map with no north, a heart with no beat, just a shadow wandering down an empty street. It's a hollowed out world, it's a grayscale view. Now that I'm living in a life without you, yeah, my love is gone, and I'm gone too. I saw your old sweater in the back of the drawer. It smells like the life that I had before. I held it to my face till the fabric was wet, trying to remember what I haven't forgotten yet. I'm a library of moments that I can't even read, because you were the only translation I need. Where did you go? Did you fall off the edge? Did you forget every single beautiful pledge? I'm screaming at the sky, I'm begging for a sign. How did we turn into me at the end of the line? How did you just disappear? 'Cause my love is gone like a bird in the night, taking the warmth and the window and the light. I'm a map with no north, a heart with no beat, just a shadow wandering down an empty street. It's a hollowed out world, it's a grayscale view. And now that I'm living in a life without you, one shadow on the kitchen floor, no more footsteps at the bedroom door. My love is gone. Streetlights are counting the steps that I take, leaving a trail of a heart that won't break. I'm passing the diner, I'm passing the park, but I'm just a silhouette lost in the dark. I used to have someone to bridge every gap, but now I'm just tracing a one-sided map. The rhythm of two was a beautiful song, but the tempo was fast and the timing was wrong. Now the sidewalk is wider, the shadows are deep, and I've got a promise that I couldn't keep. And I'm walking alone through the sun and the rain, learning the language of a different kind of pain. I'm a bird with no flock, I'm a ship with no shore, just a girl who doesn't know who she is anymore. No hand in my pocket, no ghost on my arm, just me in the midnight keeping me warm. Yeah, I'm walking alone and I'm finding my way through the ashes of yesterday. I saw my reflection in a shop window pane, and I didn't see us, I just saw the rain. It's strange how the silence can be such a sound when your boots are the only thing hitting the ground. I'm reintroducing my soul to the street without the anger of your heavy feet. I don't need a compass, I don't need a guide, I'm tired of the places where I used to hide. The road is a ribbon, the world is a stage, and I'm finally turning the very last page, one foot in front of the other. 'Cause I'm walking alone through the sun and the rain, learning the language of a different kind of pain. I'm a bird with no flock, I'm a ship with no shore, just a girl who doesn't know who she is anymore. No looking back, no checking the time, this lonely horizon is finally mine. Walking alone. The footsteps continue for a few seconds, then fade to silence. I'm standing in the middle of a room I used to know, but the walls look like strangers in the morning glow. I've got your old compass sitting in my palm, but the needle is spinning and I can't stay calm. The map of our always has been folded and torn, and I'm shivering in a sweater that's weathered and worn. I'm checking the signs, I'm checking the stars, but they don't tell me how to heal these invisible scars. I'm a radio signal with no one to hear, just static and longing and a mountain of fear. And I'm feeling lost like a ghost I went to the park where we carved out our names, but the wood is all rotted and the weather's to blame. I sat on the bench and I waited for a sign, but the only thing moving was a shadow on a vine. I'm a library of moments that I can't even read, because you were the only translation I Is there a lighthouse? Is there a shore to lead me back to the girl I was before? I'm screaming at the silence, I'm begging for a hand, but I'm just a footprint in the shifting sand. I don't know which way to go, 'cause I'm feeling lost, like a ghost in the street, with the cold hard concrete beneath my bare feet. I'm a bird in a storm with a broken down wing, forgetting the melody I'm supposed to sing. There's no north in my heart, there's no light in my view. Now that the world is late, where to go? No compass, no guide, just a vacancy on the inside. Feeling lost, total silence. The world up above is too loud and too bright, so I'm sinking down deep into the velvet of night. I'm letting the pressure hold me like a shroud, far from the noise and the ghost of the crowd. The sunlight is fading to a flicker of green, in a kingdom of silence where I'm finally seen by the shadows and salt and the things in between. I'm not holding my breath, I'm letting it go to the rhythmic pull of the current below. The surface is a mirror of a life that was broken, full of the old ways that was hollowly smoking. And I'm hiding my heart under the sea, where the weight of the water can finally hold me. No more where are you, or why did you leave? Just a blue scale world where I don't have to grieve. The currents are heavy, the colors are dim. I'm washing away every memory of him. Yeah, it's quiet and cold, and I'm finally free, living in the wreckage under the sea. I pass by the corals that look like our dreams, frozen and jagged and bursting at seams. I'm I'm a shipwrecked treasure with no one to find, leaving the map and the anchor behind. The fish don't ask questions, the sand doesn't care about the forever that vanished in air. Let the tides take the anger, let the soul take the pain, till there's nothing but bubbles and the rhythm of rain. I'm upon a shell, I'm a ghost on a reef, I'm drowning the ice and I'm drowning the grief. I'm just drifting away, 'cause I'm hiding my heart under the sea, where the weight of the water can finally hold me. No more, where are you? Or why did you leave? Just a blue scale world where I don't have to grieve. The surface is alive, the bottom is true. I'm 1,000 miles deep, and I'm further from you, under the sea. Watching the clock, but the hands never move. I'm stuck in a cycle, a deep jagged groove. I open the windows to let in the spring, but the air is just heavy and no birds will sing. I've scrubbed every floor and I've moved every chair, but the ghost of your absence is still standing there. They told me that healing was a mountain to climb, that I'd leave all the pieces behind me in time, but the summit is hidden in a thick gray fog, and I'm just a name in a dead travel log. And it feels like the sadness never ends. It's a shadow that follows, a ghost that attends. It's the salt in the water, it's the ash in the air, a permanent winter that I have to wear. I'm a map with no exit, a song with no key, just a girl in a prison where the door is the me. Yeah, the sadness never ends, and it's swallowing me. I saw a reflection that looked like my own, but the eyes were like craters, cold and alone. I'm tired of the better, I'm tired of the try, of building a ladder just to fall from the sky. I'm a library of moments that I've already read, where the hero is gone and the mercy is dead. it's a way of life. 'Cause it feels like the sadness never ends. It's a shadow that follows a ghost that atones. It's the salt in the water, it's the ash in the air, a permanent winter that I have to wear. The moon is rising, the day is done, but the battle in here has already been won by the dark. Sadness never ends. I was a house with the shutters closed tight, living in shadows and chasing the night. My heart was a garden that forgot how to bloom, just a collection of dust in a cold, quiet room. Then you stepped through the doorway, a spark in the dark, and you left a permanent, beautiful mark. I didn't know I was shivering until I felt the heat, until I heard the rhythm of a heart with a beat. You're the color returning to a grayscale view. Everything's different now that I'm with you, because you are my sun, the gold in my sky, the reason I'm brave enough to finally try. You've melted the winter, you've broken the frost. You're the only always I never want lost. I'm a planet in orbit, I'm a bird on the wing, finding the melody that I was born to sing. Yeah, you are my sun, and you're everything. I look in the mirror and I see a new light, a version of me that isn't shaken with fright. You're the map and the compass, the shore and the sea, the only one who knows the invisible me. I'm tracing your shadow like a promise I'll keep, while the rest of the lonely world's falling asleep. Let the clouds gather, let the storms roll in. I've got the fire of your love on my skin. I've paid all my dues in the salt of my tears, to finally find you after all of these years. You're the morning in the middle of the night. Yeah, you are my sun, the gold in my sky, the reason I'm brave enough to finally try. You've melted the winter, the shadows are tall, staring at the phone that's ignored every call. The air is like static, it's heavy and dry, and I'm choking on the ghost of your last goodbye. I replay the tapes until the ribbon is thin, trying to find the place where the silence crawled in. I'm a radio tower with no one to hear, just a frequency of longing and a mountain of fear. The frequency's fled and the signal is dead, and I'm drowning in the words that we already said. Won't you speak to me again? Just a word, just a breath, break the heavy rhythm of this quiet, slow death. I'm a library of secrets with no one to read, a beautiful sentence that's starting to bleed. I trade all my tomorrows for one simple hello, to stop the cold vibration of this letting you go. Yeah, speak to me again before I'm too low. I found a voice note from a Tuesday in June. You were humming a melody slightly out of tune. I played it 10 times just to feel your vibration, but it's a one-way street, a dead conversation. I'm a masterpiece fading in a room with no light, waiting for your voice to make the world alright. Sway my name, scream it, let the windows all shake, do anything to prove that this isn't a mistake. I'm a bird on a wire with no song to inspire. I'm a forest of pleases caught in a fire. Is anyone listening? Is anyone there? Won't you speak to me again? Just a word, just a breath, break the heavy rhythm of this quiet, slow death. I'm a library of secrets with no one to read, a beautiful sentence that's starting to bleed. A line is open, but the static is loud. I'm waiting for a voice in a voiceless cloud. Speak to me. Ooh.